idiots. Young, overweight, can't understand that you're that moronic, you're that fat. It's just ridiculous. It really is. Stop with these idiots and get back to the ancient aliens and inform people. Teach people. Inform the world. Take these moron stoners out of it. You don't need it. Everyone is a stoner.
You're gonna get crazy. I need you to turn it up. You have a green suit on. I need you to turn it up. Okay? I need you. This is important. Geraldo, listen to me. Get in there, kid. Knock him dead.
You're not showing enthusiasm, Mark. This is the beginning of a new time, man. Where is Maya? I say, everybody got a belief.
That's crazy. Are they still rolling?
Ancient aliens is pretty much the best thing that was ever created by man. Traveling the stars. Saxon Bronson Ancient Aliens.
For a limited time only.
You're watching Ancient Aliens with me and a bunch of my buddies. With us today, we have Mr. Monday Night, Rob Van Dam.
What's up, Big Johnson Bronson?
We got the chemist in the back over there. I'm here with Knowledge. I'm here with, what do you want your name to be? Ronaldo. Ronaldo's here. And what episode is this now?
Alien Devastation.
Alien Devastation. Rob, I don't know how you feel, man.
I feel awesome.
Oh, I know you feel awesome.
Oh.
We're gonna get into the episode right now. We're gonna watch some Alien Devastation.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Tortuguero, Mexico. Within this archaeological site lie the ruins of a Maya city that once thrived from 250 to 900 AD. Among the many artifacts discovered here are examples of Maya script, also known as Maya hieroglyphs, a fully developed written language.
I'm astonished by, like, dudes that could do splits for some reason. Like, how in the can you do that?
Stretch, dude.
It's just stretching? There's no other type of conditioning?
Yeah.
I wake up every morning and I try and do stretches, but, you know, I have, like, this, it's like a speed bump that tries, you know, but I do other things, like I do the back behind the leg one.
I have a very aggressive physical style, but my real strength is my durability, punishment that I can take, so I got an outlet for it.
Arrived from outer space.
Oh.
Is anyone looking at me for the cue?
Right here. You say you need a cue?
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
No worries.
In April 2006, Mayanist scholar David Stewart deciphered inscriptions that were found on what's known as Monument 6. Researchers believe the translated text provides further proof that the Maya's long count calendar will end on December 21st, 2012.
Now, this is supposed to be a surprise, like he's supposed to be busting in. It gotta be louder.
Cue Knowledge.
It has to be louder.
We need a... Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. You press the button.
Wait.
Not yet. This is gonna be magic.
I know that music. This is one of the worst scenes already so far.
The cue is hardcore.
Yeah, you're right. Hardcore is the cue.
All right, hardcore is the cue.
No. Hardcore! Oh, shit.
I know this music, dog. I don't like it.
From Bombay, Michigan, it's Sabu. I don't even know what to do right now. Nice to meet you.
Hey, right on, bro.
The ancient Mayans were attuned to higher wisdom, higher knowledge, and their forecast of December 21, 2012, the winter solstice.
I'm sitting in between.
Can be found in Florence.
Oh my gosh.
Among the dying.
Hi, Jane.
Super Junior.
How are you, Super Genie? Nice to meet you.
Wonderful.
I'm sorry, Sabu.
Probably not feeling as good as you are.
Do you like aliens?
She's Canadian.
That makes me feel better.
The Maya civilization, established as early as 2000 BC, produced highly advanced architecture, agriculture, mathematics, and astronomy. But ancient astronaut theorists believe the amazing accomplishments of the Maya may be due in part to contact with early extraterrestrials. And the ultimate proof, they say, is in the creation of the Maya calendar.
Scholars agree upon one date when the calendar allegedly started, and that was the 11th of August, 3114 BC.
Would you like a beverage or something?
Sure, I would.
Would you like a beverage, Ralph? You have anything?
What are you offering?
Can we get a beverage list, please, over here?
According to the Chilam Balam book, which is the book of the Jaguar priests, at that time, the road to the stars descended from the sky, and the 13 and 9 gods came to earth. Right there, we have a direct reference to someone that has arrived from outer space.
Wait. Come this way for a second. How are you? How's your day? I haven't asked you how your day's been. How was your day?
I woke up late.
What time?
15 minutes after I needed to be on the road.
It's not a good look for you.
Man, I got my ID. What can I get here?
What do you want?
What that dude just said. Fireball shots?
Do you have any booze?
Yeah, I'm never coming back.
We don't have hooch? You have anything on set? Where's Body? Tell him to go whip up a batch in the bathroom.
The Mayans were one of the civilizations that reported a very strong extraterrestrial presence. Their alien gods were very much involved in their society, in their sciences. The thought here is that maybe this is a prophecy that was put there by the aliens through the Mayans in this calendar, that the world is going to end in the year 2012.
Who's that guy?
This guy right here. He looks like he's bad news. I don't,
I was just sitting here. I've heard stories about him. Which is the book. I was scared of him as a kid.
I mean, you should really be scared of him, honestly, because he could probably kick it into next week.
He wants to throw a chair at me. My reaction time is cut in half right now.
You did just take a fat-ass dab, right? Look, how you gonna leave that in there?
Again, I like that.
One more blast.
Dude, why don't you do a trust fall and test his reaction time? Man, that would be good.
What do you want me to do? You want me to power slam him?
Yeah.
All right.
What are we doing?
A running power slam. I'm gonna running power slam you.
Me?
This is to test you.
Whoa! He's doing it.
I'll tuck your head, don't worry.
I'm looking at you, and he's coming at me with a chair on the other end. You invited me here.
Listen, got the garbage for bullshit. Would you like me to power slam you or not?
Okay.
Apocalypse. Armageddon. The end of days. Embedded in numerous ancient cultures and religions around the world is the idea that civilization as we know it will come to a tumultuous end.
And there it goes. Dude, what happened to the host of the show, dude? Huh? It's your show now. Take over.
Sit in my seat. It's your show. I want you to tell them everything that you know about this stuff.
Oh, is that the temple that you went to?
It is.
Sabu's been here to these temples, so he has first-hand perspective of this exact subject. I asked you if it was the Mayans. I thought you said no.
And I said yes.
Oh, you said yeah, remember?
I said yes. I remember. I said yes.
Oh, shit. Look at this guy.
This is power slam. I got you. I got it. It's the Davy Boy Smith one.
And I'm upside down.
Nice, dude. Good shit.
To pass judgment on all humanity.
The book of Revelation tells the future of mankind, where angels appear over the earth, and the angel will punish mankind. And earthquakes, thunderstorm, gigantic floods, and catastrophes on earth.
It's not over.
He ain't done.
Who wants to drop a leg?
Dude.
You want to drop an elbow? Put that down. He's dropping it. Will's dropping an elbow. Why are you dropping on you? Well, you can't slam me. You don't know that. You can't slam me. Ready?
Yep.
Action Bronson, Ancient Aliens, Viceland.
Further evidence of a prophesied apocalypse was found in 1947 in arid caves high above the Judean desert. Archaeologists discovered nearly 900 documents believed to have been written in the time of Jesus. They are the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Holy crap, what is that, yo? Are we all right? Okay.
That was heady.
I added intensity to the moment.
That was intense, right?
Yeah.
Do that again.
The Dead Sea Scrolls are talking about the war between good angels and bad angels. And invariably, in almost every ancient literature, you
All right, no more. It's like that silent dog whistle. I feel crazy right now.
I can never hear that.
Right? You don't hear the shit. They do.
Who?
They fight against each other.
Who's that?
The dogs.
Talk to dogs?
Do. On my leg. A cockapoo. 17 years old. He's a G. Pisses and shits wherever he wants.
When we come in the Bible and we see Noah, we find that he somehow knows the future, whereas nobody else on earth seems to know this. But specifically, he has been given blueprints, somehow a device whereby he can survive this catastrophe. Now that is something very specific, which singles Noah out as being a person who might have had exposure to ancient aliens.
That's the rough one. So it could be, or maybe it's not related to aliens. Good point.
There's a crazy flood that just popped off.
Damn it. I don't know how to feel about that.
Noah's Ark was a spaceship.
How did I miss that?
Misinterpreted technology.
It was impossible to take two of everything on a boat. It's impossible to take two of everything DNA on a spaceship.
That'll fit. How big is a spaceship?
Bigger than a boat.
Indonesia, 2004. A massive underwater earthquake produces a tsunami that kills over 230,000 people in 14 coastal countries. Geologists determined that the violent movement of tectonic plates on the floor of the Indian Ocean created lethal tidal waves, measuring a height of nearly 100 feet.
Tsunamis? There's really nothing you can do, man. How can you survive? You can't get away from it. And you can't blame anybody. It's not like it's like a terrorist attack. It's a natural occurrence.
Yeah, but I mean, out here in LA, it's all about who you know. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Known as earthquake lights. Mainstream scientists have been studying these phenomena since they were first photographed in Japan, 1960s.
Does that believe in an earthquake in Japan?
Japan, Ecuador, California.
No viable explanation.
What were you doing in Ecuador? Just chilling?
Wrestling.
Wrestling in Ecuador?
You didn't go there just to chill?
Iceland, April 2010. One of the country's largest volcanoes erupts for the first time in nearly 2 centuries.
I'm going there next week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Captured footage of an
Reykjavik.
V-shaped flying object.
You gonna make us some chili?
I'm gonna see what the is over there. I think they got like all kinds of wild shit over there. Like dried shark.
Of this volcanic eruption. And some of
And weird birds. They eat a lot of seabirds. Like a puffin.
The subject is clearly under intelligent control. And
Sounds delicious.
According to scientists, volcanic eruptions are natural events that occur when rocks deep within the earth become so hot they melt and form magma.
Basically, you build up a lot of pressure in the magma in the location where the volcano is, and it has a point where it can release, and then that magma and the hot gases and the hot lava all kind of erupt out through the top.
Sabu, you ever hear the Scientologist explanation of how, no?
No, let's hear it.
Some alien guy that brought species over. I think maybe they were like dead people or some shit, and they brought their souls over or something, dropped them off in volcanoes. Yeah, and then I guess the volcano erupted, and all the people's spirits came out, and
That's Scientology?
yeah.
When it's so hot in the middle of the core of the earth that shit just happens where it doesn't know where to go, so it has to be forced out somewhere. So it just bursts through.
He's talking about Scientology.
Yeah, you know, Scientology.
It's a Scientology. They put the souls of the people in the volcano.
An alien did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. An alien did. An alien did.
I heard a crazy laugh. I need to charge my phone. I'll be right back. You've been leading a really foul life, and I know this. Spent a lot of time with you. So I'm going to really need you to step up here, buckle down, and let's get it. Go put the outfit on.
According to ancient astronaut theorists, alien spacecraft have been spotted at or near the sites of so-called natural catastrophes since ancient times. But why? Is it possible extraterrestrials are merely curious about geologic events on Earth? Or could there be another, perhaps more sinister motive for their interest?
Uh-oh, bad alien.
Trying to kill motherfuckers off.
Well, they already did. They said that they caused tsunamis.
Several times.
So they've already killed a gang of us.
They're always up to their mischief, those aliens.
April 14th, 1561. Nuremberg, Germany. Citizens awoke at dawn to the spectacle of cylindrical objects appearing in the sky, from which red, black, orange, and blue discs emerged. According to eyewitness accounts reported in the Nuremberg Gazette, objects began to fight one another.
Oh, you know what? Let me get a haircut real quick.
After about an hour of battle, the entities seemed to catch fire.
Well, you know what? Set up a chair over there somewhere. But not the... Yeah, I'll go in that chair.
Sabu, do you even know if you've ever been to Nuremberg?
We've been to, well, I don't know. I've been to Sweden.
I'm pretty sure I have, but I don't know. I wouldn't bet a lot on it. I think I have, but I'm not sure.
We actually see UFOs in battle. They were reported actually fighting each other, shooting each other down.
So they're still rolling?
The evidence from the witness testimony shows a connection between the UFO and the thinning effort, where there's apparently a wanton intention to wipe out or thin out the human race. For example, during the plague years, there were a lot of UFO reports about bright lights in the sky that were spreading gas. And people were reporting that these gases were actually the cause of the plague.
We're watching Traveling the Stars with me, Mr. Monday Night, the whole show, the Lord of everything, Mr. Sabu, Super Genie. Hold on, I'm coming right there.
Oh, you just cut half my head off. All right. Are we standing? Are we standing?
I'm standing.
You can do whatever the you want. Express yourself.
Yeah, Big Body, he's back with a jam called Express Yourself.
Good evening. You have a mirror with you? You don't have a mirror? Does anyone have a big mirror, please? What number clip you got? A 3? Nah, do more like do like a 2.
So how about those aliens?
Though Da Vinci is renowned for his public paintings, like the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper, ancient astronaut theorists are more intrigued by his private notebooks that contain sketches of futuristic military technology, including machine guns, tanks, helicopters, and even submarines.
Kick that door.
I also need a little mirror so I can see the behind it. Oh, put him through the mirror.
Da Vinci may also have actually been contacted by human-like extraterrestrials who either spoke to him in person or perhaps telepathically and inspired him to do so many different things.
We do know, for example, that one of his inventions was a circular car. It's kind of like a UFO.
So how do you feel the show's going so far?
Good.
Did that come from
Went good. Trust me. This is a 2. Do a 1. Yeah. You know what? Do it. No, nothing on it.
Dude, no, wax it. Let's wax it.
Wax it with the beard?
Let's just wax everything.
Is everything waxed?
One big piece of wax over your whole face.
Oh my
Your
God.
head.
But if Leonardo da Vinci did have knowledge of advanced weaponry, might he have learned of it through observation and study? Or was this knowledge given to him by another, perhaps extraterrestrial source?
Hell yeah. 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 You need to celebrate this day, commemorated with a plate that could be yours for 2 payments of $49.88. My mind motivate the buffalo to cross the river, send the crocs into a frenzy with the thoughts of dinner. The puppet master, chubby bastard, splash your face with a cup of acid.
You gonna leave the tail?
You might have caught me in a pamphlet.
You gonna leave the tail?
You might see me in a pamphlet.
You gonna leave the tail?
Leave the tail. Yo, at the end of the day, leave the tail. That's the hook, body, you heard? Yo, at the end of the day, don't sit in my seat, over here. Just leave the tail. You don't sit in my seat. Just leave the tail. Did the food come yet, Hannah?
Body, get up. You're sitting in a seat.
Hit him with that hook.
Body, get up. You're sitting in a seat.
You're sitting in my seat. My seat, my seat, my seat. You're sitting in my seat.
You're sitting in a seat.
Body, get up.
Body, get up.
Because you're sitting in my seat. He's still sitting in my seat.
You gonna leave the tail?
Can I get an extreme close-up on camera C, please? Extreme, more. All right, that's good. Just keep it there. What are you doing? You directing? It looks good.
Is it possible that over the centuries, extraterrestrials have been partnering with human collaborators? Human beings entrusted with a kind of advanced scientific knowledge that would allow mankind to leap over centuries of normal intellectual evolution. To ancient astronaut theorists, the fact that mankind had gone from the horse and buggy to the moon in less than 100 years makes such a notion not only possible, but entirely probable.
Sabu, have you seen inside your ears? Never?
Never.
Are you curious?
I don't know.
I'm kind of hot with a haircut.
Munching on bananas.
I do have a strange look, there's no doubt about that, but it's unique.
In our development, all of a sudden, we've made a quantum leap where we were sitting in caves munching on bananas, and the next thing we do is we're building pyramids. Virtually overnight. And so that quantum leap can be explained with a direct extraterrestrial intervention of our past.
Sabu's gonna take a picture inside my ears so I can see what it looks like.
Nice. Gotta make sure that there's good light.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Okay, come over here, I'll put the light on it.
There are many who believe extraterrestrial visitors might have provided intellectual inspiration to men like Albert Einstein.
Now you gotta get in there.
Whose theories of relativity opened the door for the possibility of future travels through space and time. J. Robert Oppenheimer, whose research in the field of theoretical physics resulted in the development of atomic weapons.
Please. All right, good.
Werner von Braun, whose innovations in advanced rocket technology led to the modern-day space program.
It's boring. Kind of hairy.
Yo, Mark, can you give me a hand? Give me a hand.
People were motivated, and specifically, they wanted to take us to space because they were convinced that somehow they would find something which would completely change planet Earth.
You just fly around the set. Where are you going? No, but I want you to just like fly around the set.
Everything from satellite technology and robotics.
Mark, come on. Come on. You're not showing enthusiasm, Mark.
But the Tesla death ray, Tesla said, could annihilate an army of 100,000 soldiers at once and could melt an aircraft engine from 250 miles away. When the FBI investigated Tesla's murder, they found documentation that the Tesla death ray was in development at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in 1943. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, 1943. Where was the Roswell flying saucer taken? Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. So we have a connection to that weapon.
All right, yo, listen. I gotta be honest with you. We gotta eat. Yeah, I'm almost at the point where I can't give any more. All right. Who's here? Oh, please bring it. No, don't prep it. Just bring it raw. I want it in its purest form.
Is it possible that Nikola Tesla's scientific achievements could have been influenced by alien intelligence?
Time is ticking, Mark. I'm telling you, these are precious minutes for you to shine.
Other human geniuses throughout time have served as human gateways, allowing extraterrestrials to jumpstart our technological advances.
Try it for me.
If the answer is yes, then what are we being prepared for? And might there be a connection between mankind's intellectual and scientific advancements and the so-called natural disasters that threaten to wipe entire populations off the face of the Earth?
Oh, what do we got? Yo, get the off the table. What are you, crazy? We about to eat food off that table.
And then overnight, we were building pyramids. Sumeria was created. All those different high achievements were done virtually overnight. So this quantum leap in development, this big bang of knowledge or intelligence, all of a sudden happened. And the ancient astronaut theory suggests that this is a direct result of extraterrestrials tampering with our DNA. So we're half human and half extraterrestrial. We're hybrids.
And we got that blood cells. Oh, man. Oh, man, look at all this. Oh, man, look at all this. Sabu, you eat everything?
Yeah.
Ribs, brisket, beef, chicken, sausage, chicken.
Dude, that's my favorite part of the show.
Right? Oh, man. Gotta try that brisket. This makes me feel like I'm at a Queen's block party or something. You gotta shave his head from and blend the beard. This is goddamn stupid right here. It's ridiculous. Oh, the banana pudding?
Yeah, it's fire. It's my mother's kitchen right there.
You know what I mean?
Fire. What is this, that blue velvet?
Pigs, man. That's blue velvet.
You know I'm taking frosting too.
Wow. Holy cow, that's really good.
Honestly, blood cells is the shit.
Go get the chair. Go get the chair.
Get ready. Get ready. What the I almost fell.
But if extraterrestrials arrived here in the distant past, who were they? And why did they come here? Ancient astronaut theorists believe answers exist in early Sumerian texts.
If you could teach me one day somehow to split before I die, bro. If I could split one time, I'll be a happy man. Trust me.
Are you close at all, or?
I'm not that close, but you know, like I have some flexibility.
Right on.
Not that close.
Author Zechariah Sitchin spent more than 30 years translating the Sumerian clay tablets. In his 1976 book, The 12th Planet, Sitchin claims the cuneiform texts describe an alien race named the Anunnaki, who came to Earth from an undiscovered planet in our solar system, beyond Neptune, called Nibiru.
Split or dunk?
What?
If you could only do one.
If I could only do one, either split
Only one
or
split.
dunk.
Split.
Holy shit, I'm gonna have to go with splitting.
Logical culture.
You know what I mean? Like dunking seems cool, but if I could do a split, I could do a split.
Gold and precious elements.
It looks good.
According to Sitchin, the Anunnaki first visited Earth 450,000 years ago, during the age of Neanderthals. And they created Homo sapiens through genetic engineering to create a species to work and mine precious minerals for them.
I can't eat that anymore.
The pudding might have been too much.
Yo, man, I fall right now.
Oh my God.
I can't even move.
Might have overdone it.
Yeah, I feel crazy right now.
Human kings were not intermediaries between mankind and their so-called gods. Then, around 3000 BC, humans began building stone monuments, such as Stonehenge and the Egyptian pyramids. For mainstream historians, the physical ability and know-how to construct these megalithic sites remains a mystery. But ancient astronaut theorists contend that megaton stone monuments were erected by human laborers, aided with alien technology.
So you think the aliens are going to go all the way this year, huh?
They might take it this year. They're the favorite. Those damn aliens. It's a dynasty.
Did the aliens make the Eiffel Tower?
Oh, man.
No, Eiffel did.
Oh, okay.
Was a guy named Eiffel?
Yeah.
Dr. Eiffel?
Real shit.
Yeah. Eiffel made the Eiffel Towers.
He did a good job.
He did.
The guy who did the pizza, the Tower of Pizza, wasn't as good. The Italian one. The one that's like leaning. He didn't do as good.
No, he f***ed up.
I just want to make, like, Body's been in the chair for about half an hour.
Sitchin's interpretations of the Sumerian tablets further claim the ancient Anunnaki astronauts carried out breeding experiments to improve the species of laborers.
The Anunnaki saw the Neanderthal man naturally evolving here on Earth and just decided to put their genetic marker on it. Meaning they took 80% of their genes and 20% of the hominoid that was here and created us in their image and after their likeness.
Dude,
The cave that they used in the original series of Batman in the 60s, they used for the exterior shot, is in Hollywood, not too far from the sign, in a canyon called Bronson Canyon.
Really?
Dude, little piece
I gotta
of
go
Hollywood.
visit.
You should, obviously, it's your canyon. But it's really cool. I pee in there all the time when I'm in there.
You're still going, buddy, huh?
It's pretty impressive.
But to keep the human population at bay and correct genetic mistakes, the aliens orchestrated so-called natural catastrophes.
This is essentially when modern humanity was born and starts to show up in the fossil record. It wasn't until 75,000 years ago that you have this super volcano that goes off in Lake Toba. And in the aftermath of that great cataclysm, it appears that we went through further genetic modifications. Very, very powerful ETs came in and upgraded our DNA.
We shit into, forget it.
I want to know, tell me.
We shit on top of Madison Square Garden. We broke into those suites and we took a shit and ate their food and stuff.
Nice.
And we didn't flush it. We didn't flush it. We almost got caught, remember?
Those are the times, right?
Yeah, it was the 10-year anniversary, yeah.
And smoked the room up too, right?
Smoked the room up, yeah.
Nice.
Now to cover up the shit smell.
You know about an upper deck?
For the ancient
You know about, yeah, of course you know about it. You're sick. Of course you know about that.
megalithic site.
That's when you shit, you know, you take the top of the toilet, you know what? Shit in there, leave him a gift. Just leave it for him.
Our genes.
Upper deck them. It's a verb. It's an upper deck. Like, they don't know what's going on.
It's the Upper Deckathon 2012. Presented by Alchemists.
I didn't invent it. That's what it's called.
What are we watching? Ancient Aliens?
On Viceland.
Watching ancient aliens on Viceland.
Thank you.
The ultimate proof for the ancient astronaut theory will not be in a megalithic site. It won't be finding a crashed spaceship. But it will be found deep within our genes.
You got Instagram?
And that is exactly what the ancient texts are saying. That we were created in the image of the gods.
I don't know why I don't have it.
You should get it, man.
More than 20,000 genes.
You have your phone with you? Let's see you.
I got it, but it's dead and I don't have a charger.
Worldwide.
Can we get Sabu's phone charged so we can get him Instagram right now, please?
And geneticists can
and Snapchat.
study our DNA. Might they find traces of an alien species in our genes?
Thank you, Will.
And if Homo sapiens were genetically engineered by aliens, might they have continued to shape our existence?
Battery's gonna die so quick.
Elbert County, Georgia. 4 18-foot-tall granite stones form a mysterious monument some call the American Stonehenge.
Have you seen the Georgia Stones of Alberton?
No, I heard about it.
Yeah.
Engraved in the giant stones, in 12 languages, are 10 guides or commandments suggesting how to rebuild civilization after the apocalypse.
Every stone has all these laws on it, but in different languages and shit. And there's a roof and there's holes, and when the sun comes through, it points to weird messages, and it's like it looks like something that aliens would have done, but it was just some dude that came by for some reason and put that there and then off.
His body is still getting a haircut.
The monument was built in 1979 by an unknown man going by the pseudonym R.C. Christian.
Some people have a theory that whoever put those guide stones up was either a Freemason or that the name R.C. Christian was really a way to parrot the fictional founder of Rosicrucianism centuries earlier. When you trace them back to the ancient gods who wore the same symbolic aprons, they were the ancient aliens that we now talk about.
I got an autograph signing tomorrow.
Where at?
It's called, what's it called?
The wrestling guys. It's a wrestling store downtown-ish.
6 to 8. Either.
Yo, tonight, you make sure 6 to 8. The wrestling pro was the wrestling guys?
The wrestling
It's
guys.
not even tonight, and it's not even going to know the name of the place. This isn't even going to go on for a month. So.
To some ancient astronaut theorists, warnings of an impending apocalypse are meant to caution human beings against the very real prospect of an alien invasion. Or worse, perhaps the examination, vivisection, and eventual annihilation of all human life on our planet.
Yeah, so Instagram is basically, it's like Twitter, but just for photos. Like, you just put your photos up, and if you're a pretty girl or a cute animal, you get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of likes, and if not...
Cats get a lot of likes.
Cats are big, yeah. Cats and other animals being friends, that's a big one.
cool wrestlers and shit.
Platypuses.
100%. All kinds of animals. All types of wildlife always gets a good rise. You want to hit me with the chair now?
Since the late 19th century, modern reports of aliens abducting and probing humans have numbered in the tens of thousands. Researcher David M. Jacobs has spent more than 40 years studying so-called abductees and their alien encounters through the use of hypnosis.
Some people think that these beings are benevolent, that they are here to help us, to stop war, cure cancer, that they are here for reasons that have everything to do with us and very little to do with them.
But with the end of the Mayan calendar looming in 2012,
I really appreciate you guys.
could all of our questions about the alien agenda finally be answered? Perhaps only those of us who survive on that date will ever learn the truth.
RVD, Sabu.
Roll the credits slowly to this artwork.
Stand next to him while he's getting a haircut and take a picture.
Posse shot. Sit first. Ready?
Thanks, man.
And blend the beard.
Stop having idiots. Young, overweight, can't understand that you're that moronic, you're that fat. It's just ridiculous. It really is. Stop with these idiots and get back to the ancient aliens and inform people. Teach people. Inform the world. Take these moron stoners out of it. You don't need it. Everyone is a stoner.
You get crazy. I need you to turn it up. You have a green suit on. I need you to turn it up. Okay? I need you. This is important. Geraldo, listen to me. Get in there, kid. Knock him dead.
You're not showing enthusiasm, Mark. This is the beginning of a new time, man.
Where is Maya?
I say, everybody got a belief.
That's what's crazy. Are they still rolling?
Ancient aliens is pretty much the best thing that was ever created by man. Traveling the stars. Saxon Bronson Ancient Aliens.
For a limited time only.
You're watching Ancient Aliens with me and a bunch of my buddies. With us today, we have Mr. Monday Night, Rob Van Dam.
What's up, Big Johnson Bronson?
We got the chemist in the back over there. I'm here with Knowledge. I'm here with, what do you want your name to be? Ronaldo. Ronaldo's here. And what episode is this now?
Alien Devastation.
Alien Devastation. Rob, I don't know how you feel, man.
Feel awesome.
Oh, I know you feel awesome.
Oh.
We're gonna get into the episode right now. We're gonna watch some Alien Devastation.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Oh, shit. I know this music, dog. I don't like it.
Bro.
The ancient Mayans were attuned to higher wisdom, higher knowledge, and their forecast of December 21, 2012, the winter solstice.
I'm sitting in between.
Can be found in
Oh my gosh.
Among the dying.
Hi, Jane.
Hi.
Super Jane.
Tortuguero, Mexico. Within this archaeological site lie the ruins of a Maya city that once thrived from 250 to 900 AD. Among the many artifacts discovered here are examples of Maya script, also known as Maya hieroglyphs, a fully developed written language.
I'm astonished by, like, dudes that can do splits for some reason. Like, how in the can you do that?
Stretch, dude.
It's just stretching? There's no other type of conditioning?
Yeah.
I wake up every morning and I try and do stretches, but, you know, I have, like, this. It's like a speed bump that tries, you know, but I do other things, like I do the back behind the leg one.
I have a very aggressive physical style, but my real strength is my durability, punishment that I can take, so I got an outlet for it.
Arrived from outer space.
Oh.
Is anyone looking at me for the cue?
Right here. You say you need a cue?
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
No worries.
In April 2006, Mayanist scholar David Stewart deciphered inscriptions that were found on what's known as Monument 6. Researchers believe the translated text provides further proof that the Mayas' long count calendar will end on December 21st, 2012.
Now, this is supposed to be a surprise, like he's supposed to be busting in. It gotta be louder.
Cue knowledge.
It has to be louder.
We need a... Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. You press the button.
Wait.
Not yet. This is gonna be magic.
I know that music. This is one of the worst scenes already so far.
The cue is hardcore.
Yeah, you're right. Hardcore is the cue.
All right, hardcore is the cue.
No.